Hey everyone, I am really glad you're checking out this video. This is a recap of my December goals as well as talking about my January goals. I'm going to try to make this a tight review of the 1 month goals because there's other videos on this channel you can check out. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, my December goal was to read 30 minutes a day, every day for the month. And I have to tell you, I was mostly successful on this one. I think I dropped the ball 2 or 3 days, but ultimately that was a heck of a lot more reading than I normally do, especially because I limited myself to nonfiction texts. Didn't count blogs or those kind of things. Really wanted to read books, and this is what I gotta tell you. So I read a few. I read On Coaching, a book all about being like a coach in an educational setting. That was pretty good. I learned some tips there. It's a long read. I don't know. I'm not necessarily suggesting that book. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay. But I read that one. I read End of Average. Absolutely loved that one. I read Everything I Learned from Mr. Rogers. I don't know if we're gonna call that nonfiction or not, but I certainly enjoyed it. And what I really want to share is these books that I've read, and what I've enjoyed from reading these books is, I don't know about you guys, but I'm caught up in reading blogs and listening to podcasts. I want these quick hits, these quick tidbits. And quick tidbits are great for reminders, but I don't know if they move me as far as a book does. And maybe this is because I'm an author myself, but when you write a book, you pour your heart and soul into that book. My first book, Explore Like a Pirate, is my ideas, my thoughts, my work laid out year after year, collecting ideas, put there, infused for you to sort of jumpstart your process. And when I think about a blog post, it's usually more like, hey, this is the cool thing I did today. And that's a quick hit, and that's good, and it could like help you like build something for your classroom, but it's not the same as like downloading a guy's lifetime of information laid out in an organized fashion for hopefully you to benefit. And that's what I was reminded by this goal. Reading these four books that I read, it was an awesome month, and I really felt empowered, and I felt like much more knowledgeable on these subjects because it forced you to dive deep. Like I said about On Coaching, not my favorite book, but forcing myself to continue on in that book, which I know people say you shouldn't necessarily do. There's so many books out there, but with this goal, I wanted to complete the books that I started, and there was something about that, about getting through the book and learning from that book, taking those pieces, jotting things down. That fell back on my journaling goal. It really helped to sort of organize my thoughts and details on each book. I really enjoyed it. I'll put a link down below to some of the books that I read if you want to check those out. I really enjoyed them. Now, talking about 2020, I am really excited to fill this year up with 1 month goals as well. And starting off in January here, I'm going to start with a little health goal because I think a lot of us are into like health here in the new year, want to start off right. So I've only done one other health related goal in my 1 month goal series, and that was my first month. That was running the distance of a marathon over the course of the month. That was awesome. I loved it. So I'm returning back to a health goal, and that is going to be to do yoga every day for the entire month. And I'm not really a yogi. I've never really done yoga except like 1 or 2 videos, like once or twice, because it's just never really been my thing. I think I'm too fast paced to sort of calm down and slow down, but I'm hoping this helps me with that. I'm hoping it sort of slows me down as well as give me sort of a better physical feel, a little more flexibility. So I'm looking forward to this month. I'll try to post throughout this month some of my journey and some of my things that I've learned. And as always, there'll be a recap just like this one at the end of the month. I hope you check this out when that happens. If you want to follow me on social media, I will be posting about my yoga journey sort of throughout this month. As always, guys, I really encourage you to join in this 1 month goals series. You can check out my older 1 month goals videos here on the channel, but also, start your own goals. And if you could, post it to social media on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter using that hashtag 1 month goals. Because I really think this idea of putting it out there, sharing it with a community that you're committed to doing this daily is a powerful thing. And I shouldn't even have said daily. I think it's really powerful that you're just saying that you're committed to a single focus for the month. And I have found some wonderful, tremendous success. If you want to listen to some of those past videos, they really talk about what I've learned each month, and it has been fantastic. So please consider joining in on the 1 month goal series and share your goals. In fact, I'd love to hear down below, what are some of your ideas for 1 month goals for 2020? I have quite a few myself. I think I'm going to do another sort of food one, sort of a health food one. I definitely am going to have one that's going to be some cleaning and organizing sort of one. That's going to probably be for spring, like a little spring cleaning video. I got a lot of different ones coming up, but what are some of your ideas for goals? I've enjoyed the reading, try that one. I definitely enjoyed the physical one. Journaling was really interesting. The vegetarian month was awesome. Check that video out. I really loved that and learning about that. So all said and done, it is powerful to bring some intentionality to our lives. And that's what I hope you try these 1 month goals, because it forces us to be intentional. And I think that's what we should do. That's what we should be. And you know what? I'm going to say it right here on the video. That is going to be my word for 2020, is going to be intentionality. And so without further ado, I'm going to go do my yoga for the day. And I hope you have a great day. Again, as always, post below, subscribe, hit that bell so that you can receive notifications. Become part of this community. I love seeing you guys here. So that's all I have for you today. Take care, guys.